Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to try and resharpen an old Sawblade. This is something that's not really done a lot because if you think about it, doesn't really make sense. It's a lot of effort to do it. You need some tools, and more often than not the replacement blades, even on more expensive saws like the silky saws, are not that expensive to justify the effort. But I still think it's a fun challenge and I want to try it if this can be done. So for this we are going to need, or I'm going to use these DMT sharpeners or something similar, but you need a sharpener that's as thin as possible. As you can see, the tip here is just basically as thin as you can make a sharpener. And then we are also going to need some sort of ball vise, because we are going to need several different positions. I got this in like a drummer kit. It's not very good because it's super bulky, but it's gonna do the trick. So without further ado, let's get right in. So before we start off with sharpening, we have to take a look at the actual blade geometry so we know what we actually have to do. So I'm gonna pick out this teeth to show you how it works. As you can see, there is one bevel on this side. It goes from here to here. Then there's also a bevel on the other side from here to here. And these are, if you take a cut, these are going to carve out the walls on the left and the right, because the teeth are actually, they have a set in them. So this teeth is gonna be bent out in this direction, and the following teeth are gonna be bent out in in this direction. So it carves out a cut that is wider than the actual saw blade. And so these are essential for that. And then we have the cutting surface on the top here. This is what actually takes the depth cut. So this is, I would say, the most important one, especially when starting off. Obviously all surfaces are important. But this top surface is going to allow you, to cut deep, and these surfaces carve out the path for your rest of the blade. And so we're going to need to sharpen all of those. I'm gonna use this one dry because I don't want any water on it, which would make it more difficult to see what we are going to do. And now that we know what we actually need to do, we can just start off with sharpening, to get going. I'm gonna take out this one, and then I'm just gonna see how I should position my angle here. So I can feel it with my finger. This teeth is now a lot sharper than the other ones. This wasn't, particularly used. It's also not a high quality blade, so it wasn't properly sharpened to begin with. So, and now these top teeth are done. And I'm gonna just do the same across the whole length for every teeth. So now we sharpened every other teeth that is facing in this direction, but obviously we also need to sharpen the other teeth. Their cutting surfaces are facing in the same direction as this one, if I'm looking correctly, yes. So this is why the saw will cut, basically do only a depth cut at a pull and not at a push, because the depth cutting teeth are only shaped to cut in this direction and not in the other one. On the other side you're just gonna carve out the tunnel basically, dot more. So I'm gonna lean this one over and then continue sharpening with the other ones. And now, as you can see, both of the top surfaces are shiny on both sides. On this side they look a bit smaller because just from the factory all of these blades were not sharpened as much on the top, and I'm not gonna take off that much material. Again, this is a very cheap blade. It's just, one I had lying around to test. But the teeth feel a lot sharper than before, and they're surely gonna cut better. So now I would say we have gone most of the way to revive this blade, for it to be able to cut again. The sides, I don't think you really need to worry about these too much because I don't see them getting dull. the top blades are what's gonna dull out on your saw blade, because you know, that's what's gonna do the most of the work. These are just gonna carve out the blade path a little tiny bit. And if you hit like a rock, or if you have dirt on if you're cutting a piece of wood, you cut through the outer surface and there's some dirt in it, it's gonna ruin these teeth very, very quickly. The side teeth are gonna stay good, so I don't really think you need to sharpen them. Just feel them, or if a teeth is broken, resharpen them, and then yeah, you're good. And I will actually say that this, I'm glad I tried this out. I've never done this before, but it's actually not that bad. I know this is very coarse teeth compared to some of the Japanese saws, and it's also a lot thicker. With the Japanese ones, usually I don't get them to be dull, they just break, and you know, you're gonna need one anyway. But you can do this for every kind of saw that is out there, because they're all going to work in pretty much a similar way, because you know, that's the only way to get a saw to work. That was it for this video. I hope you like it. I hope you found it interesting. Maybe, you know, it got you to try it out for yourself. It's always nice to learn a new skill. And if you liked it, then consider subscribing and giving the video a like. And then I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.